Jack Tweed will never forget the beautiful day he married his wife Jade Goody on February 22, 2009, in a last-minute, emotional ceremony at a country house in Essex. Big Brother star Jade, who had lost her hair and wore a flowing white sleeveless gown, said it was the happiest day of my life and she felt ready to go to heaven. Just 1 month later, mum of two Jade tragically died of cervical cancer aged 27. Among all of the painful moments of their final weeks together, their wedding day is one of the most special memories Jack has of his late wife. Speaking to the Mirror 14 years later, he said, "There's some really dark memories from that time, and it's hard to talk about, but I just try to remember the happy times." The 36-year-old engineer has now settled down in Brentwood, where he lives with his girlfriend Ellis, not far from his home with Jade, and is still reminded of his late wife daily. "Everything reminds me of Jade. I get reminded of her every single day. I still live quite close to where we live together, so I see things we used to do. I have so many memories of Jade," he said. "I'm always getting reminded, and especially seeing Bobby now, it's a massive reminder." Jade's eldest son, Bobby Brazier, is currently competing on Strictly Come Dancing, and Jack feels hugely proud watching him on the dance floor. "If I had to take a bet, I would say he's going to win, and I really hope he does," Jack said. Watching Bobby shake his hips for the Glitterball trophy is bittersweet for Jack, as it makes him reflect on the normal times he spent with Jade at home on a weekend as a family, over a decade ago. "I remember takeaway nights with Bobby. It always sticks in my head, going to get a takeaway and he'd have the music on full blast and be dancing in the car. He'd pretend to be a barman with the takeaway," he chuckled. Jack continued, "When I remember Jade now, it makes me feel mixed emotions. I very rarely cry, but every now and again it does get the better of me, thinking about it on my own, and I shed a little tear. My last memories with her aren't very nice. Sometimes it's happy thoughts and I laugh about times we had, it's not all negative. She was still funny even when she was in the hospital bed. I remember I would sit with her all day and all night, and where she was on so many prescribed drugs, one time we had a 3-hour conversation about how she could make money off growing bananas. She was mad until the end." Reflecting back on their love story and how they first met, Jack said it was a whirlwind and they were both young, but he has no doubts about their deep feelings for each other. "It was a bit of a mad one at the start," he chuckled, referencing how they met in an Essex nightclub at 18 and swapped numbers. "It was a whirlwind when I was young and we jumped straight into it," he continued, adding, "I think we both really loved each other and we definitely would have spent the rest of our lives together." Despite finding love again, Jack still talks about Jade daily and vows to keep her legacy alive. "I love talking about her and I don't want her to be forgotten about. I know she's not here and she's never going to be here, but it feels like she's close to me when I talk about her," he explained. "I will always love Jade and always think about her, and I never want anyone to forget about her. She made such a mark on this world. I don't want everyone to pretend she wasn't here." Jade's terminal cervical cancer diagnosis impacted the nation deeply, and the Jade Goody effect followed after her death, as a surge in women under the age of 50 attended smear tests, inspired by her story. According to NHS research, approximately 500,000 extra women had screenings during the period in which Jade was diagnosed and died. "It raised so much awareness at the time to get your smear test done, so it'd feel stupid to not carry that on," Jack said. I have thousands of people come up to me and say, I wouldn't have had a smear test without Jade, and tell me that Jade saved their life," he explained. "I still talk to people about her at least 3 or 4 times a week." Last year, Jack threw a fundraising ball at Down Hall, where they got married, and raised over £30,000 for cancer rehabilitation. He said has been unable to continue the charity this year, but is determined to get another one in the pipeline for 2024.